Welcome, my beautiful co-creators, to the Manifestation Queen podcast, where reality bends to meet your frequency. This is where we embody our full brilliance, where daily miracles, perfect love, and inner harmony become a way of being. Here, we receive more by doing less, refine our perception, and adjust our crowns as needed. If this episode landed in your field, it's because you're here on purpose. And today I am joined by an in-demand life coach, author, content creator, podcaster, singer, and songwriter. She is a multi-hyphenate creative, inspiring millions around the world to take back their power and connect to themselves. I introduce you today, the one and only Christa Rose.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Hi, thank you for being here.
I'm so excited. The energy is so good in here already.
Oh, yay. I'm so happy to have you. I am just beyond thrilled for you to be here, and thank you for coming here and doing this with me. You are just so beautiful in all that you do, like your radiance and all the things that you do on your show, on your content. Like, I just love everything about you.
Thank you. I love you. I feel like we need a hug or something. I'm like, this
No, really, you are so good. And I'm like, I've been binging all your stuff, obviously. And I just really love all the stuff that you do. Like, so good. So
Thank you.
yeah, let's get into it. I want to start this with a quick prayer.
Okay.
I love to do that. So I don't know if you want to hold hands or if we can just pray.
Yeah, we can do whatever you
Okay,
want.
you wanna hold hands? All right,
Yes.
Okay, just to set the space. And so, dear God, fill this space with your all-encompassing love for everyone watching, for this moment and this space and all the spaces that are viewing this content, and allow us to be clear channels and vessels for whatever's meant to come through today. And we thank you for every moment that led us here, everyone watching, trusting, surrendering, and allowing your greatness to pour over us all. Thank you in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And so it was, and so
Yay.
it will
So we cheers really
be.
quick.
Yes. Let me get this. Okay,
Our
here we
copper
go.
cups. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. I love to
Everyone.
set the space because I feel like when people are watching this, like
Mhm.
they really are like consuming a quality. And so we're just setting the space for everyone and like really making it, a powerful space.
That's real because energy is non-local. So every single one of us is so deeply connected. And when you watch something, there's a reason it can release an emotional response within you. That energy comes through the screen.
Yeah.
It's what we think of as reality is so much stranger than we think. And even last night we were talking about perception. We think we're separated by a screen, but we are not.
Yeah.
It's important that you clean up your energetic diet, and that is what you're looking at, what you're consuming, what you're hearing, everything.
Yeah, it really is an effect of the quality that we're like consuming. And so, yeah, I just love to set that standard and that space and really like the all-encompassing love and just let it emit and like wash over everyone in that space, because I think that's the most powerful force.
It is. And also, why aren't we blessing ourselves every day?
Yeah.
Every single morning, we should all be saying, I bless my day, I bless my body, I bless my future. It's so easy to just use your word to encode your whole entire reality. It's simple. You already know how to speak. Just do it.
Right.
Why not? Test it. You don't even have to believe me or you, but
Yeah.
test it.
Yeah,
Just
test
see
it.
what happens.
Let us know what happens.
Yeah.
Because it's like the food, everything. So anyways, let's go into the first question I have for you. So what do you know now about love, energetics, self-worth, that you wish every woman could understand sooner? Like if they could take one thing away from this podcast, set the tone for them, like what would it be?
Can I take some time to explain this?
Yeah. Please.
Okay. So I would want every single human to understand that who they think they are is probably not who they really are. When we are born, we intuitively, instinctively know we have to become whatever role we need to be in order to get love and connection from our caregiver. And this starts in infancy. It starts as soon as you're born, your subconscious mind starts rolling. And so we learn, should I cry or should I not cry? What's going to get me the bottle? Should I fall in line or should I act out? What is going to get the affection or the attention of my caregivers? And we piece together a puzzle of an identity, and we become that identity. So for some of us, it's the rebel. For some of us, it's the good girl. Depends what works for your parents, what gives you attention. Even negative attention will work. I would love for people to realize that if you don't like the reality in which you live, it's not because your life just sucks and that's how the cookie crumbles. It's because you have created a role that is a deviation from who you actually are. And instead of you manifesting from your authentic essence, the energy you came onto this planet with, you're manifesting from a role of the good girl, of the shy girl, of the bad boy, whoever you decided you had to be in order to get love. There is so much more for you to exist within and to have and to feel. You don't need to imprison yourself to a role that worked for you to survive in when you're meant to thrive and have fun and have love and expand. You can really have what you want, but maybe not in the role that you created.
That's so interesting because often I even said it, oh, like, this is just who I am. This is how I am. Like, it kind of, we want to like label and like put a box on things. Put ourselves in a box. And I feel like it can be kind of a hindrance because it's like, no, that's actually not who you are. Like, you get to be anything you want. Like, and I always think about that. But also when you say that, like, as a child, like, it's like, these things are what we need for survival, which is what you were saying. So it's interesting to think about, like, when the baby's crying, like, we're constantly receiving that data, right? It's like this whole data feedback, which is so interesting and really affecting the subconscious.
Oh my God. And also, on top of that, from ages about 2 to 7, we're operating in a theta state mostly. So our subconscious mind is wide open. We're basically just saying, tell me who I have to be in order to have love. And we have this tribal nature about us that if we feel rejected from our family, rejection used to mean death. If you were rejected from your tribe, you can't figure out how to do the berries and the home and the hunt all by yourself. No, you can't.
Right.
So we know we have to be accepted. So we do what we have to do. But eventually, you have to make a decision. Life is just the sum of your decisions. Do you want to keep doing what you've been doing, or do you want to decide to show up new?
Right. And it sounds easy.
It's simple, not easy.
Right.
It's as simple as a decision, but there's going to be parts of you where your skin feels like it's ripping off because it's going to be uncomfortable.
And so how have you changed in the last, like, 5 years or 10 years or...
Oh, the hell? That's a big question.
I know. Okay. I want to hear, like, how does today look different from back then? Because, like, it can be, you know, what we're used to and the norm in our life. Like, we're like, you know, we've operated so long this way, and change is like takes a lot of bravery and courage and, you know, strength. So it's like the fact that we get to be and do and have all the things we want, like, to take those first steps takes a lot of bravery. And I would just love to hear more about, like, how that looked for you even 5 or 10 years ago and, like, what led you here today.
Yeah. I don't even think it was bravery for me. I think I was in so much pain that there was no other option. It's either I was going to change or, I don't know, have to go to therapy every day. Like, the options were not great. What really stuck with me is I remember one day specifically, my boyfriend was just leaving my house. Well, my ex now. But he was just leaving my house, and I felt really abandoned. And I said to myself, why is it? I know he has to go back home. I know he has to go to work. I know.
Like, logically.
Yeah. And from there, I started going to therapy and retreats. I knew I needed to figure out why I felt so upset. And then I started learning about anxious attachments and codependency. And to me, the pain of living in that state every day was so immense, and it makes you sick. So I just didn't want to live sick anymore. So it's not like, oh, I'm so brave and this is so easy. It's more like, no, I mean, I don't know where I would even be dead. I don't know. I really don't know where I would have ended up going if I didn't say, this sucks so much. I have no other choice but to change for the better. I did have many seasons, no friends, isolation, reading books on books on books, therapy, going to different shamans and energy centers. It's uncomfortable to change, but that's temporary, and you cross the bridge and you get there. What's even more painful than taking that change is staying in your misery.
Right.
And I think a lot of us are married to our misery because we don't know anything else. But if you're listening to this today, you've attracted it because you are ready to make a change and you are capable and it's time.
Oh my gosh. And when you said like you got sick, it reminds me of one of my relationships, and it looked on paper, and I think I heard you say this in one of your podcasts, like on paper, everything looked so good. And I really truly believe these things come into our lives like as catalysts, you know? So it was a huge gift in its own way, but I got so sick to where I couldn't leave the house. I lost so much weight. And I'm like, what is happening? But I was like really diving deep into my meditation, studying Abraham Hicks like every day. Like my inner voice sounded like Abraham Hicks because I consumed her so much every day. I was like, nothing is going to take me out of my vortex, and I'm going to be here no matter what, and everything else can rise to meet me. But I started getting sick. And I was like, what's going on? And amongst all the other things. But I call them the resistance symptoms now, like in my work. It's like when we're resisting the magnetic pull towards our purpose and towards our destiny, or even what I was thinking about last night, it can even be like an incoherence of what we think is good and the quality of like what we're being shown versus what we're actually receiving. Like there's some sort of mishap happening, right?
Oh my God. I mean, our body is the most ancient technology we have. And we've been told to bypass, to suppress, to take another pill.
Right.
And then we're missing out on our own signals, cues that are coming from inside the house. So when we're in a relationship with someone who is not in vibrational alignment with us, or they're causing us too much stress, we're always in our sympathetic nervous system, we will start to either lose a lot of weight, gain a lot of weight. We're going to break out in hives, acne, stomach
Autoimmune
problems.
stuff for me. It was like
Autoimmune up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Because it's your body is trying to tell you through its own technology, this does not align with you. And then we go to the doctor and get a pill to turn off the symptoms, to get the autoimmune to just be suppressed. You have to look at your environment. It's that typical quote, you know, you don't blame a flower for not growing, you blame its environment. Look at your environment. Your body's on your side. The other person might not be, though.
Right. Even though they're saying the things and, you know, like telling you one thing, and maybe like there's just like this miscoherence, right? Of like they're telling you all the things and you think that they're on paper, they're great, and you're like, oh no, this is great, I'm in love. But like there was something else happening that was coming up, and the actions weren't, you know, lining up and stuff. So we can go into dating because that is such a great topic that I really love talking about.
I love it.
On my notes, I put talk is cheap.
Yes, it is.
Our symptoms will tell us, our like body will really tell us like how cheap your talk is, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so tell us about dating. What do you think? I've been feeling like my topic that I want to bring up is I've been feeling like these people, like I kind of am, I'm not on the apps or anything. So my experience has been kind of like invasive. It's like these guys want to be like jumping the gun. They think there's these rules and these time limits. And I'm like, I just met you. Like, you're a stranger. What do you mean? And they think it's the norm of like a month, 2 months, and like join your life together and like run away in the sunset. And I'm like, huh? What's happening?
There are many things happening right now. I want to say that.
I'm like, what? I don't even know you. Like, what do you mean?
You know, there's a part of the masculine I love, and that is some of them really do crave feminine energy and they crave partnership. So when they see it, they're like, I need it. And I love that. And I'm never going to blame a whole entire gender. That's not going to get us anywhere. Not all dogs are vicious. Okay. You got to understand some people suck. Some people don't, you know, some women are jealous. Some are not. Some men suck. Some are great.
It's always changing too. That's the good part.
Always shifting, always going towards a higher vibrational alignment.
Yes.
One thing
In
I
our
do.
favor.
Yes, in our favor. Always. One thing I do is I call the men I date my specimen. And when you were talking about good on paper, I have a specific specimen GOP, good on paper.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, you cannot settle for what's on paper. It doesn't matter, because what's more important is not reason, it's resonance. And if someone is not resonating with your spirit, it's because you're picking up on a subconscious energetic file that they're giving to you, but your conscious mind has not yet caught it. So there might be something they're saying, but yet they never align it with action. Your body's going to start to feel something is not right here. Or they talk a big game, but you don't even need proof or evidence. You can just know that that's not actually accurate. I would love to see people start trusting their intuition more than the words that someone else says.
Oh, so good.
Because it's like, what are we doing at this point? We keep trusting people and then wondering why we get effed over, but we're not trusting ourselves. And why? Because we've been told not to.
Yeah, and like we're really just being seduced almost. And we want so badly to experience. It's like our natural state is to experience love. So it's like one end is, you know, we're here to experience this perfect love and everything is working in our favor. And then the other side is like, do we trust these things or something feels off? But are we judging it wrong? Are we really like feeling the right things? Like it's almost this like fine line and dance where it's like, what, you know, where can you meet them in the middle where it's like, be open to love, but also like really see what's going on, what's at play, like energetically and like all the things. While not being rushed into taking things. So I guess what I can say is like, do you think there's like a time limit on things, or do you think there's like value in taking your time to get to know someone? What are your thoughts on that?
There's two things. One is that, first of all, never, ever, ever, ever rush, ever. There's a divine season and time for everything. When you're not sure if it's past fear programming coming up or if you're sensing something's wrong and it's intuitive, the truth always comes out over time. Over time is the key word. The truth always rises to the surface. First of all, why are we rushing? Like, where are we all going?
Right.
And what are we trying to get to? That's wreaks havoc on your adrenals, on your nervous system. Slow
especially as
down.
women, men, like especially as women, we want to feel safe and like, calm and like secure. And that's like doesn't happen when we're rushed.
And also think about it. If someone's trying to sell you something that they know isn't actually great, they're going to try to rush you.
Convince.
Yeah. They don't want you to use.
Yeah.
So if someone's trying to rush you, it's because they don't want you to understand who they actually are, what the product actually is. There's never supposed to be a rush in something that's authentic and genuine.
Wow.
The other thing is, if you are still in the role of people pleasing and the good girl, prepare yourself to attract every single narcissist, every single victim, addict, and person who wants mothering. So they are famous for wanting to rush in, for wanting to get you super quick, roped up into their world because they want that mommy, they want that caretaker. And just because you feel chosen does not mean you choose back. You need to take time and you need to stay centered. You need to be asking yourself, is this abandoning my wants and my needs? Is this causing me to betray my center, myself? If anything like that is giving you a big ol' yes, that's not your person. You know, they actually did studies on this where we thought it's the sperm chooses the egg. It's the other way around. It's the egg finds whatever is the most in alignment egg or sperm.
And it has to receive it. It has to choose to receive it, right?
And it's not
by
about
selection. It's
selection, but it's not even about which is the strongest sperm. It's not that or the fastest sperm. It was about what is the most resonant. There's a certain resonance in all divine, natural things. And you have to be centered to actually feel it. If you're rushing, you're not going to be able to feel it, to sense it, to know it.
Which is so interesting to me. It's like we are designed uniquely perfect. And those unique preferences that are given to us by God, it's like, what is that? It's so interesting that we all have these different preferences, which is kind of like the resonance, right? It's a preference. Yeah. Because one person's resonance isn't going to be the other person's. And then, so it trips me up that whole thing is like so interesting to me that we all have a certain unique preference, which is resonance, right?
Yeah. It makes sense though, because you know, you signed up to have different lessons come through people than I did. So you'll be magnetized towards a specific person at a specific time to have them as a catalyst for evolution or heart expansion or higher level learning. Whereas I will resonate with different people because I have different lessons.
Right.
So it makes sense that we're all marching to kind of the beat of our own drum. We didn't come here to learn the same things. I think if you can remember, no man is your friend, no man is your enemy, every single man is a portal to the next evolution of yourself. Instead of you getting obsessed with the 3D person, now you're actually able to stay in your own embodiment and your own vessel, and it's easier for you to discern the truth. But if you see Tom and you're like, oh, Tom is everything I wanted on paper, oh my God, I'm obsessed with Tom. Now when you see red flags, you're gonna bypass them because you're more obsessed with Tom than staying here and remembering it's either Tom or someone better. It's either Tom or he's a catalyst. So I think reminding yourself, it's not the lantern, but the flame within the lantern. That is so powerful. It's the divine within that person, working through that person to elevate you to the next evolution of yourself. If you can go there and remember that, it's really helpful. Now it's not about them, it's about you again. And this incarnation is meant to be about you. You came here to experience your own energy first, to be in your own body first, to see this life through your perception first. So it's not about Tom or Harry or Joe. They all signed up to open things within you. The divine is working through them. And the thing that you might love about them is really just God through them.
Right. And it also makes me think about, I love this question. What do you think Jesus's dating advice to us would be?
Oh, that is so good. I think he'd be flipping tables right now, to be honest. I think he would say, attune to the temple within, go to that secret place, and respect your damn body. You cannot just be giving your energy, your time, your body to just anyone. You don't even know these people. And I'm going to flip a table, actually. This one is good.
Let's do it.
I probably can do it.
Sorry, Beth.
No, I won't do it. I'm just kidding. I don't think I can. It's like to the floor. But anyway, I think he really loved divine union. I think him and Mary Magdalene and the frequency of their relationship was very high in spirit and vibration and all the things. And I think that he would tell us to really protect our energy and to not be so focused on these things that are outside of ourselves. I think Jesus had a high standard for himself. And I think he was a wonderful teacher to Mary Magdalene and vice versa. I think today, you just don't know someone's intention, and you don't have to be fearful. You'll get over it. You'll heal. You'll move through it. They're a catalyst, whatever. But
they'll show you.
Yeah, they'll show you.
You don't even have to say a word.
No.
Right? Like they will show you.
They will absolutely show you.
And it's always a gift.
Always a gift. And I think if you can remember that your standard is your protection, that Jesus wouldn't let just anyone come into his reality and disrespect him. If you can remember.
Can you imagine if you did?
No. You can't be a leader when you're being disrespected left and right. Your high standard is your protection from low quality experiences. And I used to feel so guilty for the GOPs of the world, the good on papers. I used to feel so guilty. Why can't I just like them? They have a good job. They're so kind. They have a good relationship with their family. What's wrong with me? They're just not resonant with me. And if we can move through that and say, I am going to be a disciple to my own vision of what God placed in my heart. I'm going to be disciplined to that. I'm not going to drop what God has promised me. I think that's what Jesus would tell us. Stay devoted to it.
Such a good answer.
No,
so good. It's like, when our heart is telling us that something is either for us or not for us, that alone is his promise. It's the desires, right? And that preference, because the desires are all unique, and that is his promise.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I will agree. And then I'll say one thing also, because I don't know that it's our heart, but I think there's something within us, probably past programming, that makes us want things that aren't good for us.
So you think the heart is affected by the past programming too? Like,
I think it can get muddied. So, but there's a cure for this. Okay. And you use your word and you just say, God, mold my heart's desires to want what's for my highest good. Because how many times have you wanted someone who you're like, no, like I shouldn't though, because they're making me sick. Or even though that they're good on paper and like I do kind of like them, I just know this is not really what I want, but why do I feel so attached to them? So I think our attachment can confuse our heart.
Okay, but do you think it's our heart that's signaling the non-resonance or the resonance? Like, is it, or is that like more of like our mind that's kind of telling us like we want them? I
think sometimes it's our heart too, just because you can love someone because you're an open-hearted person, but it doesn't mean they're good for you. You can love someone and they might be abusive. You can love someone, but that doesn't mean they're a good partner. You can love someone, but that doesn't mean you should have them in your orbit. We sometimes love people and then we get attached to them, fine, but we sometimes love people and think we want something, believe we want something. Maybe we do want it in that moment. And it doesn't mean it's great for us. In the Bible, it does say our heart sometimes deceives us. It's important that we check in what part of me even wants this. It's important that we align our desires with thy will over my will. And I think it's tricky. While you're in this realm, which is planet Earth, your heart can take some things on that maybe are not for your highest good. And there's no perfect answer here. I do think it's messy.
Right. No, I love to like think about this because, you know, like there's so much happening that we don't even perceive. Logically, right? Like it's like our bodies are really functioning and so many different things, like the electromagnetic field, even the heart has like electro properties to the heart. So it's like, what is really affecting us and what is that quality? And that's leads me to the next question about how does perception affect our reality?
It's everything. I mean, when I take out my contacts at the end of the day, I can't see anything.
Right.
You know, does that mean the world is blurry or am I limited? I'm just limited and that's okay. But I think if we can attune to our higher senses rather than the 3D ones, we would be way better off. Speaking about seduction before, we are seduced by our 3D reality. We see what's in front of us and we think it's all we can have. We see what's in front of us and we mistake the bridge for the final destination and we latch on. You want to be sometimes turning off what you're seeing, what you're feeling, and go inside to that secret place. Tune into the higher vision. Tune into what it is you truly desire, not just what's in front of you in the moment. Perception really is everything. I would recommend, if you do have memories from your past, revisit them. Try to clean up how you're even viewing it. What is the higher perspective? What did you learn from the experience? If you didn't learn it, you're going to have to repeat it. So you might as well go back, not say, oh my God, I'm a victim of this. I really, every time I think back to a relationship or anything, I'm like, nah, I played my part there. I was the one who gave them my heart and then I took it back, but I gave it in the first place. No one put a gun to my head. I saw the red flags. I ignored them. If you can become the victor instead of the victim in your own reality, place a higher perspective, meaning, and label on past experiences, your life will get better.
So funny. I am thinking about when I was like a teenager, my mom would be like, blaming my friends for stuff. She's like, you hang out with the wrong people and your friends and this. And I'm like, Mom, it's me. I would always like stand up. I was like, I chose it. They can't make me do anything. Along the lines, like later in my life, I realized like environment is a huge, crucial thing. But I always had that authority and I was like, no, this is my choice. I took part in this. Like, don't blame my friends. Like I would get so upset, you know? So it's so important to really like hold that. And then how we view our past, it almost creates our future, right?
Not even almost. It does.
Yeah. Like the fact of what we're seeing the past, which is so trippy to me. Like that's why I slow down when I say it, because I'm like, wow, that is actually so interesting. But yeah, and it goes so far beyond us, right? Like what we're talking about dating, it's not this like casual, lighthearted thing. Like this is like generations and legacies to come that we're building in this moment. And so just going back to that topic, I think that like strong families are so crucial to just everybody. And it's been this piece of history that has just been like affected. And I think that, I mean, I see a lot of married couples, but also I see a lot of like dating. I see like so many different realities. And yeah, in your book, you talk about the RES, what is it?
RAS.
RAS, yeah.
Yes.
What is it?
Reticular activating system.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like I see two different things all the time. And yeah, I just think that there's such a union to it both. Like we both play roles in this. And it's so crucial to our children, to our legacies, and the strong fathers and the strong mothers. Like we both play a really crucial role. There's not one to blame more than the other. Right.
Oh my God, yeah. So, okay, I'm probably gonna.
No,
I'm about to
please.
sound crazy. Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
No, go.
So
full send. Turn it up.
thank
a notch.
you.
Yeah.
I'm entering full conspiracy
Yeah.
theory mode right now. Okay. Oh, this feels so good. Woo. Okay.
Full permission. Let's go.
Dating is spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
It is spiritual warfare. Protect your mind, body, spirit, soul, everything. Everything, your future bloodline, your past, your ancestors are with you. Protect everything. The RAS is your reticular activating system, and it acts as a filter based on your own beliefs. So if I believe all bosses are terrible, I'm always going to experience
the
the worst.
subconscious kind of.
Yes. Yes. It's what you've seen.
Right.
And then you believe it.
data, yeah.
Yes. So if you think that all men are trash, you can go to a bar with 20 men, maybe 19 of them are great. You're still going to align with the one that sucks because you believe that about your reality. So your mind wants to affirm what you already believe. It always wants you to be right. So we perpetuate the exact pains that we don't want to experience anymore. You have to bypass, cut through, interrupt, and say, you know what? Regardless of what I've seen, what I've believed, regardless of what mainstream media is telling me, regardless of who I've dated in the past, I no longer am going to tolerate this. Start declaring and decreeing what's allowed to enter your reality. I am no longer going to tolerate this type of person. And then when they come in, because you will be tested and you will be trained, do not allow them. Make the decision, okay, that's a conscious thing, and then follow through with aligned action and be in the embodiment. Do not allow these people to walk through your life with muddy feet. They will destroy, interrupt your vibration, your reality. They will make you sick. You're not going to like your life, and you're definitely going to hate them anyway.
I'll make you poor, sick, ugly.
Poor, sick, ugly, everything. My God, this is what if someone has left your reality, he was going to make you ugly anyway. Because he would have stressed you out so much. Sympathetic nervous system activated, the acne, the bloat, the weight gain, I can't even go to the bathroom because I'm so stressed out.
The Ernest Hemingway story that you shared. I think I was having nightmares about that last night after watching this. I'm like, is this a joke?
Ernest
Who I didn't
Hemingway.
even know.
That man. But you know what? I can't blame him.
Right.
And just to say, he was dating, or he was married to one woman. She typed all his little manuscripts. He wasn't successful. But then he found this other woman. They had an affair. And then she typed all of his manuscripts, got them a home, gave him connections, helped him with all of his artistry.
To step into his creative genius, give him the environment, the space,
Everything.
her divine energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then fine, he becomes really famous, and then he cheats on her anyway and leaves. That's his pattern, and that's why you trust the pattern over the potential, people. And then she gave up her writing career for him and then tried to revive it, but she died. She so you cannot.
That's what will happen. Like, you have to, and we seem extreme. We might,
we don't.
To some people, they might think, okay, wow, they sound so extreme right now. But listen, this is the reality.
This is reality.
It's not extreme. It's actually factual. These are things that happen not just to Ernest Hemingway. This happens all the time. You'll wake up one day, you're like 80 years old. I mean, she only lived till 50, but or you can spend your entire life and your youth and your beauty and your vibrance with someone who never took it for what it was worth anyways.
And that's just what parasitic energies do. And I'm not saying that the Brads and the Chads are some demonic beings. Right. They're not, but they learned programming where they will feed on you until you have nothing else to give them. This is why everyone and their freaking father is vaping these days. Everyone has a weird oral fixation. They did not get mothered properly. That is what it is. It's basic psychology. And now they're trying to, either through food or drinking or the vaping or the smoking, people have these oral fixations.
Or maybe they were breastfed for too long. I'm just kidding.
Or they lacked it.
They lacked it.
Yeah. No, but that's
One
a
way
real
or
thing.
another.
That's what it comes from.
Yeah.
That's what it comes from,
I just
breastfeeding.
stopped breastfeeding my son. He's 4. I don't know if he's going to have an oral fixation or not, but now he's like just putting his hand in my shirt and like sleeping with it. I'm like, all right, gotta break this.
No, but maybe he needed that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But when these people are lacking mothering, they have to learn how to nurture themselves. They don't.
Right. So what is the one thing that we can do? I know it sounds like we're focusing on like the negatives, right? But like, I always think like, would my husband, like this guy I was kind of dating, I was like, no, like he's not for me. And if my husband found out I dated this guy, it just wouldn't look good.
Yeah.
Like, this is not what I want, and he looked good on paper. My future husband, I don't have one yet, but
Well, you do.
Well, I do.
It's just not official.
On the different timeline.
Yeah.
Just we're not on that timeline. We are. It's just, So, but yeah, so what is the one tip that we can really do? And just, I guess, what do you think, like, for these women who want to take back their power, or who are reinvigorating their power after kind of going through something similar to what we're talking about? Like, what is the one thing that you could tell them to really focus on? And like,
do not drop your standard. Do not drop your standard, because even if you meet someone and, okay, maybe they're not perfect, if they are your divine match under your divine right, they will rise to meet you quickly, easily. You'll just see it, and you'll know it. You'll have peace. If they can't, they will fall out of your reality, and then you're still one step closer on the yellow brick road to divine union, to finding your husband. You cannot drop your standard. Everyone's going to tell you they're good enough. If there's a little voice within you that's saying something's not right,
we should just be grateful. They're good enough. What are you thinking?
Yeah,
You'll never find another one like this. Lies. It's all lies. Don't believe it. Don't fall into the deceit and the lies.
I was in a 7-year relationship, and everyone was telling me this is such a good guy. And he was a good guy. He's not my guy, though.
Right.
And that was 3 years ago. I thank myself every single day for that moment. I did need to be brave, because it was kind of scary. Everyone was getting engaged around me. Like, I'm one of 40 cousins. They were all getting married. All my friends were getting married. And I had my engagement ring made. And then I was like, no, I can't do this. You have to trust yourself. I'm on the other side of it now. I'm so thankful to myself that I did that I trusted. I've had so many experiences. I found myself. I found my purpose even deeper. I would rather just be me and just single and alone, or when I do find my match, because I will, and be happy there. But even though I'm not in that divine union externally, I now have it internally. And I could have never gotten to the place of wholeness that I'm in now, and feel so amazing in my own skin, and know who I am, and feel like I'm on divine assignment, if I did not exit what was not mine. And that's the difference between knowing your standard and knowing better and doing better. You have to be in the embodiment. And sometimes it's because the pain is too much, and sometimes it's because you're brave, and sometimes you're just curious and wanting to know more. But you have to follow that invisible pole without knowing where you're going. And it's scary and it's uncomfortable, but you must do it if you want to go.
And it's beyond the logical. I always say that Ephesians 3:20 is my favorite. It's exceedingly abundantly above all, better than we could ever imagine. So even in those discouraged moments, I just urge everyone to really think and just say, like, it's exceedingly abundantly better than anything I could imagine.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I sometimes still think about, I would go to sleep next to this person, and even though, they were my best friend and I loved them, every night I would go to bed with such anxiety, because I'm like, this isn't right. And I would have had to do that the rest of my life. And I think that's why people, divorce, or, break up, or I don't know, whatever, cheat. Like, they have all these different things that happen because they try to make something right that's not.
And they just can't be honest with themselves. Like, that's the real work too, is like being so raw and real, and like really looking at stuff. And it's a hard look sometimes to be like, okay, like, and it's like, you just have to get to that rawness of like, is this what I want for the rest of my life, or is this out of alignment, right? And like really being so honest. I feel like a lot of people are in this game of convincing, and they try to convince themselves like, this is good enough, this is okay, like I should be grateful or whatever. And then, years and years go by, and then it's like, wait, what? You know, like what even happened? You blink and it's like your whole lifetime is gone.
I think people lack support. And I remember my mom said like a couple sentences to me, and one of them was, Christa, whatever you do, I completely support you. And just knowing I had one person behind me kind of helped me. So I think if you're struggling to make a decision, find a life coach, an energy coach, find a therapist, find someone, someone who
that's
can
been
help
through
you.
what you want to overcome. That specializes in that, because they've been there, and they're gonna tell you like, I was there. I know what it's like, and this is what's possible for you. Because a lot of times you can't see past what you're going through. I've been there too. And that's really what I built my business on too, is the Marianne Williamson quote, our deepest fear. Do you know the quote?
No.
It's so good. It's talking about, our power is really what we're most afraid of. It's not our darkness. It's that we're powerful beyond measure, and that we are all children of God. Who am I not to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same.
Absolutely.
And it's been a huge indicator for my life. Like I received that quote from my dad when I was young, and it was like a huge
Let it out, girl.
no, it was such a big like marker and baseline for me. And I was like, thank God I received that, because yeah. And I just think that everyone should have that like baseline to know, like if they're asking you to shrink, it's just a huge indicator that, there's someone else that will
want you to rise with them.
yeah,
Yes.
that will like encourage it and support it. And so, yeah, it's just so powerful.
No, that was really beautiful. And I think everyone needs to hear that, because more often than not, and it's unfortunate, the people around you, because you came from the same place, but you're not necessarily going to the same place, they get uncomfortable if you start to rise.
Right.
And they don't want you to change, because now you're facing them with the fact that they're not changing.
And then you don't want to make them feel insecure. You're like, well, maybe I should just not put on a full glam today. Maybe I should just wear flats. Maybe I should just, but I really want to, wear this, or I really want to do that. And it's like, why? To make them feel comfortable, to make them feel,
It only limits you and blocks you. And, there's something called an upper limit problem. And one of the cases of an upper limit problem is you don't want your tribe to turn against you. And if you become too powerful, maybe they will, or they'll become jealous. And again, in the Bible, it says even Jesus could not be a prophet in his hometown because people couldn't see him.
Threatened.
Yeah, they couldn't see him in all of his power. So sometimes there are these really uncomfortable seasons where I've gone through so many. You hermit, you isolate. I mean, I just straight up moved. I moved states. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with New York. Goodbye. Because I need to grow into who I actually am, and people can't see it here. And it's actually harder for me to see it here because there's so many environmental triggers that remind me of the exact identity I'm already done with. And let your past rest in peace. Let those identities rest in peace. Those are who you were trained to be. It's not who you actually are. Anything that deviates from love and confidence and magnetic energy is a learned behavior, period. So if you're anxious or worried or conscientious beyond anything, and you're always looking over your shoulder, who am I gonna insult or annoy or whatever, that's a learned behavior. And you prioritize others over yourself, that is not the way to live. You have to put yourself on your own pedestal. You're literally the center of your universe.
Yes, and that's what you talk about in your book. It's so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was so well written. I love it. I actually have had this book for a while. I think maybe when you released it, I think I bought it. Yeah. I don't know how long ago was it that you
I
released it?
think it was 2024, maybe.
Okay. So good. So everyone should definitely check it out. Yeah. And just, really just setting your standard. And I call it the crown. I'm like, put on your crown, if it has to be something tangible that you can feel and touch and like activate within you, like a reminder or a ritual or whatever it is to just like bring you into that space.
Yeah, I think we need to adorn ourselves more and anoint ourselves more. Every single morning I stand in front of my vision board and I light my Palo Santo and I put some oil or something on me to bless my body. It takes under 60 seconds. That little moment of ritualizing my morning, like ritualize your life again. I feel so much better. You are your own temple. You are so sacred. You are one of one. This is your ancient technology. Take care of this. Bless this body. Honor this body. If you have a pain point on your system, if you have dysfunction in your thyroid, bless it. Your digestive system, your ovaries, your womb, bless your freaking body. Bless how your day is going to unfold. Bless your future connections that you're going to make. Bless everything. We need to be more intentional. Otherwise, we're unconsciously manifesting. You can have more power, though.
Yeah, we're like on airplane, like, on like co-pilot mode and like autopilot. And you can really we are the creators of our reality. So it's like, it's so important to work with that. Work with it's working in our favor always. And I really do believe that there's grace no matter what, right? Like even if you're having a bad day, like it's so good to say, like, listen, you still receive grace simply by existing. But also being intentional is so beautiful, and it just like it's not even for what you receive. It's just for like that embodiment and for that like for yourself, right? For that centering, and you just feel good, and it's like your natural state. So it's like, why wouldn't you?
I also want to say, I think a lot of people say not to feel the bad things or the lower vibrational emotions. I say the exact opposite. I think before we even incarnate on the planet, pick specific obstacles that are really opportunities to cause so much pain within us that we use that energy as fuel, as momentum to create the book, to create the business, to create your dream body, the bank account, whatever it is. Your pain is your power, okay? And I have seen so many times that after something really painful, I was gifted with discernment or higher understanding or more energy or inspiration. That pain is infused in your system, in your life, so that you can learn how to find the cure to it. Study your pain, find the cure, and teach it to other people. That's why you're on this planet. You did not come here by accident. You came here on purpose, and on purpose with purpose. Your pain point is specifically designed by you, with you, and God, so that you can learn how to overcome it. And I think, the lower the crash out, the harder the crash out, the higher the ascension. Let yourself go there. I'm sometimes on my floor wailing, hysterically crying, begging God, and then it turns into thanking God for gifting me the pain, the experience, so I can learn through it. It's
because
everything.
He's there with you in those moments too. Every moment. Yeah. As deep as we go, it's like as above, so below. So it's so, I feel like you can just rest in knowing that there's no place you can go that God's not there with you.
Oh, love that.
It's like, how relaxed can we be? Like the relaxed knowing that God is always with us. And like in those moments, it's like, yeah, we're going to be gifted with this new perspective and this new insight that we can help so many people with. And that's your power, like really to transmute and to alchemize all of it.
Absolutely.
So and the shadow is such a gift. It's like, it doesn't need to be unconscious either. Like you can kind of bring it to the forefront so that you can like work with it, like become its friend.
Yeah, and also we are the ones who created our shadow, because when we were deciding who we had to be in order to be loved, we demonized certain traits. So if I decided I had to be the good girl, then I'm going to demonize the rebellious part of me. And then it doesn't just go away. It just haunts you for the rest of your life. And then you hate other people who are rebellious because you yourself don't allow yourself to embody it. So the shadow wouldn't even be there unless we made some sort of internal decision as a child. I can't be the rebellious or the comedy person or whatever it is. I can't embody these traits. Then it becomes a shadow. But now it's like you're walking around the planet with less energy because you're not allowing yourself to be all of yourself. You're only allowing yourself to embody certain traits. And when we say, actually, I can have anything, be anything, I always imagine like we have this switchboard and we turned on certain traits and turned off certain traits. When you start letting yourself, maybe you're A-type personality, when you start letting yourself be lazy sometimes, you're going to notice you allow in more opportunity. You're going to notice you hate people less. You're going to notice that you are, instead of just having structure, also in flow. It changes your life. Let yourself embody the traits that you're so afraid that if I do it, I'm then not lovable anymore. The shadow is a shadow because you made it a shadow.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Yeah, I feel like that's so insightful. And yeah, it's like the labeling things too, right? Like it's not bad. It's only bad because you gave it that label.
Yeah.
Or you're not this way. You can be other things. You can be and do and have all the things that you want. And yeah, it's like so powerful to know that. So you think that like getting into the things that are the opposite of you is bringing more, like would the shadow be like those opposite traits that you typically don't?
Yeah. I think the more you bring your shadow into the light, the more expansive you feel. So for me, I was very much good girl, A-type personality, too much structure. And when I started to let myself, and I gave myself permission, I said, all right, I'm just going to let myself in new environments try some of these other traits out and just see how I feel. I let my personality show. I let myself be funny because I would hear it in my head, but I wouldn't say it. I let myself relax. I let myself be what I would think was lazy. And suddenly I was like, wait, this actually feels so fulfilling. Like, I love that I can give myself pleasure. I love that I can just be me. I love that it doesn't have to be so serious. I would never have known that if I didn't let myself. It's permission of self to go there, to embody the traits.
Yes. So embody all of it, guys. And just try these things out too. Like, it's not one answer, you know, everything can be different, and you can try it on and see how it feels for you and just play with these things. You know, it's not a one size fits all. And that's the best part about it. Like the preference and the desires. Like, it's all unique to us, and just figuring out what works best for us, you know?
Yeah. I would love to see the feral feminine really awaken on the planet right now. And like the other day, I was craving sweet potato. I cooked this thing and ate it with I literally just cupped it like this, and I ate it with all the skin on, like a feral wild woman, and it felt amazing. I think we should do that more often. Screw utensils.
We should bring all the potatoes here and just like dig in.
I really think there's magic in that.
Yeah, I love that. Eating with our hands. And just diving into all of it. Oh my gosh. So where can everyone find you, Ciicii or Christa?
That's my old name.
Yes, it's so hard to go back, but I love
the rebrand. But you know
rebrand.
what?
Yeah.
Even rebranding. Like, I gave myself permission to do so because I can do what I want, and so can you. We all can.
Yes.
So people can find me on my Instagram at the Christa Rose Code, and TikTok, the Christa Rose Code. My podcast is That Bitch is Positive. Bitch is babe in true connection with herself, himself, human self. They can get my book, Show Up as Her. They can take my courses. I have a lot of, if someone is dealing with a lot of negative emotions, I have a shadow alchemy course and the art of alchemy to help you learn how to transmute your pain into your power. It's there for purpose. Please use it. Yes. And or just find me out in the world. I don't know, broadcast a signal. I'll probably show up.
Telepathically communicate and just tell her where to go. We'll be there.
Yeah.
All of the links will be linked below, you guys, so you can find them all in the description. And it was so good to have you. I feel like this is going to touch so many people and really help reclaim their power, because you have work to do. We have missions to fulfill, purposes, families, you know, ancestral lines and generational legacies to really step into, and they're all cheering you on, everyone in your lineage. And so it's so exciting that you're doing this incredible work in the world.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you for holding this space and for bringing it to so many people. We need you, girl. Thank you for doing your service.
Oh, thank you, Christa. All right, everyone. So we will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Yay!